Today I'll be showcasing the properties widget, which I finished yesterday. So if I move this light, for example, you can see it updating in the properties widget. And I can also rotate it, and that shall also update in the orientation portion of the properties widget. You can also change the diffused light by clicking here. So I have a nifty dialog, and you can pick a diffuse light color and it'll show up in the property widget. And I'll select this one and change its color too. Some nice yellow. There we go. Now obviously there's more light properties that are available. I just included a few just for a proof of concept. The way that properties are introduced to the property widget are that you register your property definitions with the editor for each particular object. So for lights would have particular properties pertaining to light. A mesh would have different properties. And once these definitions are registered, the widget will automatically pick up on the property definitions and populate itself based on what you've defined. So you don't have to write any code. You pretty much just define the properties, they get passed to the property widget, and it'll be responsible for constructing the view that you need to see based on what you've selected. Also, the property widget is registered to listen on editor events that occur with the editor. So for instance, if I unselect, it realizes you've got nothing selected, so it'll clear itself. Likewise, if you do a multiple selection, it'll also realize that you've selected multiple objects and it'll clear itself. You can also select from the Explorer tab and it'll populate the property widget also, because again, it's listening on whatever you select. Also, the undo and redo are registered with the property widget, so any undos that you do will show up. So there you can see me undoing everything, going back to what I had. So if I select this again, another thing I can do is I can change the light type. Right here, it's a point light, so we'll change it to a spotlight. There we go. So now it's back a spotlight. And if I wish, I can change it back to a point light. And I can also undo that. So that's pretty much all I have to show with the property widget. The next thing I'll be working on is the assets tab, which I've already started on. And I'll do another video when that's complete. Thanks.